Act like we never left. Let's start off the show like we always do with the shout outs. If I butcher your name or city, too bad. We keeping it one thou wow. JBM 74, New South Wales, Australia. By the way, I just got my drug test back. Like they checked for 10 drugs. One of them is cannabis, and I cleared it all. So I'm gonna find out if they're gonna test me again. If not, we back with the green. Thought Sarah
Wait,
fought.
let me ask you a
Yeah.
question. Did they not want you doing weed because it's not good for your health condition?
Who the fuck knows, bro? You know that if
Well, you got to
you
find that out. I mean, they're
you
obviously.
know
Why would you start smoking weed again if it's going to
because I did
exacerbate?
before after the thing, and it did me no harm.
What do you mean? Did you
I
know harm? You've been in and out of the hospital repeatedly.
Bro, it's not because of weed, or they would have told me. You always got to be counter everything.
I'm not
Bro,
I'm just
weed
asking,
has
I'm just
nothing to
asking
do with my
reasonable
kidney
questions.
function.
No,
weed
I'm
has
asking reasonable
nothing,
questions.
has absolutely, believe me, I read more about kidneys than you have. It has nothing to, I wouldn't be putting anything in my body that's going to harm me. That's just how they are, bro. They're super square. The medical field is super square. They always caution, they always want to make sure, we got to make sure. Bro, I spent probably 5 days in the hospital, more than I should have, because they wanted to make sure every little thing was correct. And I understand that and I appreciate that. But believe me, weed has nothing to do with my kidney function.
Nor does that have anything to do with diverticulitis. In fact, cannabis is useful in that situation because of its anti-nausea properties. So,
I had no nausea. Thought Sifarot from Puerto Rico, Chelsea Beast 911, Balbriggan County, Dublin, Ireland, B&G Racing Collectibles from Hershey, Pennsylvania, listening since MLW days. Thank you for your support, B&G. Long time support. That's like 12, 13 years ago. Chris Lindgren from San Diego, Gajin Ronan, Harrisburg, Illinois. Jeff Leonards from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Aaron W. Imhoff from Standing Pine, Mississippi. Wrestling's biggest fan from Annapolis, where the Naval Academy is, Annapolis, Maryland. JJ Oliver, originally from Montgomery, Alabama, now in Atlanta. Mark, Tinley Park, Illinois. Damian B., Concord, California. Catlight, originally from Mesa, Arizona, now living in Atlanta. So we got 2 Atlanta transplants here. Nice Analogy 24 from the Bronx. BX in the building. And I don't even know how to pronounce this. YOMBR, Yomber, Chula Vista, San Diego. So that's the people that are listening to us internationally and domestically. We appreciate you spreading the word to friend or foe. The numbers keep growing thanks to your patronage. We know you could listen to other podcasts, wrestling, or other ones for your entertainment and information needs, and we're glad that you stick with us. We also got one Patreon member, WCW Historic, Vin from New Haven, Connecticut. He runs the Discord.
And I have a shout out here for a long time listener, if you don't mind.
Who?
Or do you mind?
No.
Why would I mind?
I don't know. I like to check. So my dad turned 70 on Christmas Eve, and he requested a shout out. So happy birthday, Dad. Anybody wants to wish him a happy birthday? He's on Twitter.
Happy birthday, bro. And I still disagree. I still disagree with you when we did the Doobies. What was it? The Doobies Roundup, or who were we talking about?
That was Chicago. Brothers? That was Chicago.
It was Chicago. And you said that you thought that when Michael McDonald joined the Doobie Brothers, he ruined them.
Yeah, he's not a McDonald fan.
Seriously disagree.
As do I.
But I will give him props because I think he went to a Doobie Brothers concert in the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah. He knew his music. I will give him that.
Yeah.
So Patreon, that's where we make some real paper, no ads. We try to be anti-formal.
Hello and welcome to a great night of hoops. You can feel the excitement in the air for this game. It's up? This is Brian Anderson. With me, Richard and in the second game of a back-to-back, how much does that affect a player's energy level?
Well, the better conditioned you are, the less it's going to affect your energy. That's why I love back-to-backs. It separates the men from the boys.
And now, the Long Beach starters. Emmanuel quickly is out there with Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh,
It's
shit.
Edwards, then it's Chet Holmgren, and it's Jackson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Yeah, Trae Young can change the course of a game with his outside shooting.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Drills it from deep.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now Long Beach with it. And with their last victory, this team reached the 50-win mark on the season.
And they should be proud of what they've been able to accomplish. You can't just luck your way into 50 wins. You gotta be a good team to reach that feat.
Young with it. Jackson in his pocket. Kicks it out to Markkanen. There's Young with the three. And the rebound goes to Long Beach. And the first season matchup for them against the Mavericks this year.
And this is probably a game they've been looking forward to since these guys bounced them from the playoffs last year. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Young missing again.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
It's good.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Young with the bucket.
Watch how Young outsmarts the defense, going for the pull-up jumper when they're unprepared.
Quickly against Young. Pass to Edwards. Jacks up a three. And Reeves pulls it down. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. And as defenses have adjusted to Austin Reeves scoring, Richard, he's countered with the pass.
Austin Reeves doesn't get enough credit for how good his handle is, how much it's improved. It's allowed for him to score, get into different places, and make these passes.
Quickly finds Holmgren. Holmgren with a screen on Reeves. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And Long Beach making a change here. Waters checked in. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
And as we're halfway through the season, let's see how the power rankings are shaking out. You look at the Spurs, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, right now for Long Beach, they were expected to be one of the best teams entering the year, and we've seen nothing to change that opinion.
Young, the pass to Markkanen. Reeves with the ball. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Fires the three.
Oh.
The dive for the ball, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Gafford. All right, let's take a break and take a look at which teams have been lethal from outside the arc during the last month of play. Number 1, Dallas.
Well, a hot streak like this breeds confidence, a virtuous cycle. You see shots going down, you take that next one with extreme confidence.
Edwards, the pass to Holmgren, and he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And that's a veteran move from the young fella, as Holmgren draws contact on that shot.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. Bogdan Bogdanović checked in for Finney Smith.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Reeves, the pass to Markkanen. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
And when Markkanen is used correctly, he can be an important contributor. A big man who can really shoot, which is valuable in today's game.
And for a scorer as prolific as Markkanen, he doesn't need the ball in his hands too often.
So many of his scores come off assists. So just a great sense of when to get into space and become available.
Here's Edwards. Here's Holmgren.
Oh.
Young pulls it down.
Well, you gotta miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Edwards against Reeves. Markkanen outside. Sinks the tray. Markkanen's got 5.
Shots like this help Markkanen get in rhythm. The D must be aware of his ability to catch and fire.
It's quickly with a drive. Pass to Jenkins. And again, Long Beach no good. The Mavericks leading. Reeves with the ball. Now quickly defending. And Dallas hits again from deep.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Now a timeout call by Long Beach. James checked in for Long Beach. So a moment now to see the story for Anthony Edwards.
He's having problems with his shot these days, and the analytics show that with his true shooting percentage headed down in the last 10 games. I wouldn't be surprised if he turned it around quickly, though.
And the basket's good.
And just working his way inside, keeping Edwards out of the paint is not an easy task.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Earlier, I spoke with Jason Kidd. We were talking about Chet Holmgren, the versatility of both ends. And Coach pointed out one thing in particular, saying that Chet has the ability to create for himself. He's a tremendous ball handler for his size. He has great footwork, and he stays on balance. He knows it's going to take a team effort defensively.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Young, way outside. The three-pointer off the mark.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
James with the ball. Gafford picks him up. Waters can't hit.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off in the execution.
Reeves. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Reeves is such a shifty player. Sneaky athletic and very skilled at drawing fouls.
And so Reeves nails both of them. Here's Jenkins. He's scoreless. James with the ball. Pass to Edwards. Uncovered. Count that bucket.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high quality shooting.
And Young has got the ball here for Dallas. Markkanen outside. From deep. Jenkins with a rebound. Long Beach has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Screen by Holmgren. James passes to Holmgren. Stolen by Young. To the inside. And it's blocked by Edwards.
Yeah, good anticipation helps Edwards see the shot forming. Then his speed gets him there for the block. Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end.
Timeout, timeout.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. You take a look at Long Beach. They're in the pole position right now for the top seed in the conference. And of course the Dallas Mavericks. Quite a bit of space between these two.
Well, right now for the Mavericks, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
And you have to wonder if this roster can get to that next level. They have talent, but if it doesn't come together, they might have to shake it up.
5 to shoot. Markkanen. And Markkanen with the stuff.
And this is inexcusable. The defense must force Markkanen further away from the rim.
Yeah.
James against Brown. Pass to Edwards. Beyond the arc. The shot's
Let's
good
go.
on the assist by James. 3 points. James has got 3 assists now in this one. Brown in the high post. James is there. Brown scanning the floor. Inside. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Brown against James. Pass to Edwards. Here's the 3. And Long Beach another 3.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Brown against James. Outside Walker. Marking it outside. And right
Oh,
away,
wow.
That's it with a 3-pointer of their own. Markkanen's got 10.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Pass to Edwards. Let's go with a 3.
Oh.
By Kerr.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Here's Brown.
Bruce
Plenty of
Brown.
space. Again, Dallas.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Holmgren with a screen on Brown. Puts it up from 12. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Bogdanovich.
Damn it.
And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. And now a
We on
4-point
that-
Dallas
moving on
lead.
that run, though.
Scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. The Mavericks on top, up by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Mavericks?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their
Oh, wow. What the?
Right away, they're finding points on the break.
George Niang out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Lonnie Walker. Then it's Bruce Brown. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Wilson grabs the board.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
And the foul called on Chet Holmgren.
Wow, what the
That's his
fuck?
first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Hayward's checked in. James is checked in for Long Beach. James with a steal. On the break. Here's Wilson. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Bogdan Bogdanovich.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And Dallas making a change here. Niang's checked in. Quickly is checked in for Long Beach. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Into the lane. Pass to Waiters for 3.
Oh my
Go
goodness.
for him.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Brown with it. Now guarded by Holmgren. Outside, Brown. Now Niang. Bogdanovich from long range. Quickly with a rebound. And so Quickly will bring it up for Long Beach. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Here's Waters. No made baskets yet. And it's quickly with a miss.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
He times his blocks almost perfectly. Holmgren stands his ground and forces the shooter to commit first.
He put a little flair on that one. Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Edwards, he's checked in for Waters. The Mavericks trailing. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Let's have a look at the teams who have been shooting the ball the most consistently these past 10 games.
It's been a great run for them, kind of shooting the basketball. You love when multiple guys get into a groove at the same time.
Here's Niang. Dallas, no good that time either. For Long Beach, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
Left side, Brown. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. They get it back. Kick out to Brown. Pass to Niang to halt the run. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Niang's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Outside Edwards. Wing shot on the way. It's rebounded by Dallas. Niang's got 4 rebounds now. Walker with it. It's picked up by Edwards. Nice shot by Walker.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
Pass to Wilson. Back to Quickly. It's Edwards on the wing. Over Walker. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Quickly. Quickly's got 3 assists in the game.
And certain nights, Edwards just goes off. Very tough to stop when he's in the zone.
Walker finds Brown. Back to Walker. Just 4 to shoot. He gets it in there.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Outside Edwards. 3-pointer.
Oh.
Edwards can't get that one to fall.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Walker for 3. Drains the triple. And now it's a 5-point Dallas lead.
I just love the ball move.
Edwards, a pass to Wilson. Nice move. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Oh, he's injured.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Brown. Outside Bogdanovich. Misses the 3.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Oh, the persistence inside of Chet Holmgren.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
Here's Niang. Here's Kerr. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Quickly with the ball. Now guarded by Brown. Pass to Wilson. Now here's Quickly. Holmgren with a screen on Brown. It's Quickly with a drive. Holmgren. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
He's looking much more confident here in the second quarter as far as his scoring goes.
And here's Bogdanovich. The 3-ball. Jenkins with a rebound.
And they're winning, but it hasn't been because of him. He can't throw it in the ocean so far.
Here's Edwards.
Oh!
Bucket, no good. The Mavericks leading. To the paint. Stolen by Quickly. Holmgren inside. Walker covering. And that one's good. Holmgren's got 11 points in the quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Long Beach.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
No good off the back of the rim. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Mavs. Outside Walker from downtown. Pure from three-point range. Walker's got 10 points.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Brown against Edwards. Back to Quickly. Fires for three.
Ah.
The rebound by Bogdanovich. For Dallas, they've gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter. The 11-footer. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Edwards. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty.
If this quarter is any indication, he's not going to be the guy to turn this game around in their favor.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to tipped. Here's Jenkins, still without a bucket. Clock at 6. Back to Edwards. This one for 3. The shot no good. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Dallas on top, leading by just 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hello, everybody. Before getting into the first half recap, let's check in on the injured players around the NBA.
The Raptors' depth is a challenge. Rudy Gobert will certainly be missed. He's the team's defensive anchor, an alley-oop threat, a guy who has length.
Moving on, the Mavs find themselves in a battle. Close matchup so far.
Without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Told the Long Beach 5 right now. Edwards out there with Holmgren. Then it's Jaren Jackson. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Quickly in at the 1. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
With the game on the line, Ice Trey is dangerous man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I work too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. Great stuff there. Thank you. Long Beach is shooting the rock well at 46%. Pass to Quickly. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Great touch from deep. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Outside, inside, in between, it doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
And a deep 3 from Young. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Quickly. No good there. Good D by Finney-Smith. Here's Markkanen. Keeps it alive. The kick out to Young. Lets it go from deep. Makes it from 3. Young's got 5 points now in the quarter.
It's great to see Young working off the ball. He's got the skill set to flourish in that kind of action.
Jackson the screen. Here's SGA. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, he'll take it.
There's Young with the 3, and the Mavericks, another 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Holmgren, the pass to Quickly. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. When the whistle blows, it's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be a second foul of the game. Dallas leading by 3. High post Young. 14 points for him.
Getting better at finding ways to draw fouls. Young just daring the D to get physical.
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Young. Long Beach has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren, and that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren's got 15 points.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Jackson against Gafford. Inside Markkanen with the size and power.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for Long Beach. Trailing by 5. Looking ahead to their next one. Playing at Phoenix. They'll match up against the Suns. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Back to Young. Over Quickly. And Young, the bucket on the assist by Markkanen. Young's got 12 points here in the second half.
That was a disgusting first half he turned in, but it's been night and day for him after the break.
Quickly passes to Jackson. Back to Quickly. Holmgren with a screen on Young. Shot clock at 5. Quickly left side. Shoots over Young. And it's Quickly with a miss.
Well, it's a make or miss lead. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
On the wing Quickly. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts it up from 12. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Gafford's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Young. Pass to Gafford. Here's Reeves. Guarded by Quickly. There's Young with the 3.
Oh.
Trae Young with a triple.
It's another big night for Trae Young. A relentless scorer, constantly testing your defense.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Gafford picks him up, and he makes it.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully, that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
And the foul called on Emmanuel Quickly. That's his first foul of the game. So for Dallas, Bogdan Bogdanović comes in for Reeves, and it's Brown in for Trae Young. Waters checked in for Long Beach. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Walker, he's checked in for the Mavericks. All right, let's see the best free throw shooting teams this season. In third, the Mavericks.
And you really want to see these types of teams attack and draw fouls because they shoot it so well from the line.
Markkanen, the pass to Brown. The 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. And it's time for an injury report.
Hey guys, Long Beach's head athletic trainer gave me an update. The initial reports are saying that this is a serious injury and that he'll likely miss significant playing time. And for a team with definite title hopes, it will now be a case of next man up until he can return.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
And you just hate to see any injury, but potentially a serious one like this breaks your heart.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Walker's shot is off. Long Beach has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Here's Jackson. Walker pulls down the board. Dallas leading by 8. They double team Brown. Pass to Bogdanovich. Markkanen right side. Walker for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Walker's got 13 now.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Mavericks?
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
Well, something else that stands out is how they've shared the ball. I mean, they're getting a lot of their points from sharp passing.
Burks, he's checked in for Gafford. Burks passes to Walker. Outside Bogdanovich. No good on the 3. Long Beach has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, Shea showing no fear inside.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from them.
Markkanen outside. Puts it up from 12. Rejected by Holmgren.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Here's Burks. Markkanen, pass to Burks. Outside Bogdanovich. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Markkanen finds Bogdanovich. And here's Brown for 3. Jenkins with a rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander against Markkanen. Holmgren with the tough bucket.
And one of the fears about Holmgren was his lack of bulk. But he's a strong enough finisher to still power through contact inside.
And here's Brown for 3.
Let's go.
Trying to get that one to fall. A big-time effort for Trae Young, providing a lot of energy for the Dallas Mavericks. What a game from deep. Making 5 trays. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Alec Burks is out there with Bogdan Bogdanovich. Then it's Bruce Brown. Then there's Gordon Hayward. And it's Walker in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Quickly passes to James. Back to Quickly. And the 3 off target.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Walker's shot is off.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take. Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, one of the more consistent scorers in the NBA. Bogdanovich is an asset for this team, and really strong at the line since the break.
And so Bogdanovich nails them both. Long Beach is shooting 46%, a decent average so far. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. Carter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
Pass to Walker. Good.
But
And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 6 assists now in the game. Quickly passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter, someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Brown. Pass to Carter. Down low. Walker's shot is off. And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up for Long Beach. 4-point game. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Walker, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Hayward from down in the low post. It goes. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
I mean, scoring on all 3 levels. Gordon Hayward is such a difficult assignment.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren, and they pick up 2. Holmgren's got 19 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Pass to Hayward, outside Carter. 6 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. That shot off. For Long Beach, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Edwards.
Go. Oh.
Here's Burks. The rebound by
Oh my
Jackson.
God, he missed it.
Long Beach is shooting about 43% since the 4th quarter began. Holmgren, the pass to Edwards. Holmgren with a screen on Brown. Here's Edwards.
Oh wow.
The Mavericks lead by 4. Burks with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game. A big group substitution here for Dallas. Gafford, he's checked in for Hayward. Lowry Marketing comes in for Burks. Reeves is checked in for Walker. And it's Young in for Carter. James is checked in for Long Beach. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, the head coach for Long Beach had some instruction for his guys during that break. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
Allie, thank you. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Jackson with a screen on Brown. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Jackson. Stolen by Young. Now Brown. Here's Gafford. Right side Young. Fearless from Young inside.
Man.
Oh yeah, first time I saw you, you me, had you at your body, 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 had you at your body. Only for one night, I wanna be with you. Money up, okay, you match my vibe. I wanna be with you. Only for one night. I wanna be with you. Money up, okay, you match my vibe. I wanna be with you. For sure. For you, I make them cry for you. I can't get tired of you, desire you. I would bother you if there was 5 of you, no lie to you. For you, it's like I'm 5 of you. For me, for you, now I need a shot of you. Time with you, I do what I gotta do. I just wanna vibe with you, would die for you.
We don't try, we are. We bring entertaining, thought-provoking, and informative content, and you can hear that in the Tyrus interview where we got deep dive into politics. You can find that at KONNAN.me. That's where you can find all the extra audio and video that didn't fit on the show, including musical segments that I talked about, where we went over Chicago with Joe's dad and other luminaries, and where we break down a favorite band and our artists and our top 5 songs. Excellent. I highly recommend it. That's for Patreon members only. And we've run the gamut. Tupac, Rolling Stones, Led Zeppelin, Casey and the Sunshine Band. Anyways, we also have a take no prisoners approach to SmackDown, Raw, and Dynamite reviews. We got no dog in the fight. We don't care. We call them and we seize them. Plus, we have a 7.5-year catalog of our show and everything that made us what we are today, the ambushes, the insults, the infighting, the laughs, the social commentary, the political commentary, the guests that we had from, wrestling, MMA, and other things. So check that out. Also, each week on this feed, we have K100 Rehash, a very popular best of show. It's an hour of the best of the last 7 years. We also do a K100 Talks. We pick a political, pop culture, sports topic of the week and break it down. We've got K100 Sports and the K100 Mailbag, which is self-explanatory. All of them doing great numbers thanks to you guys. So we thank you once again. If you've got any questions, this is long overdue. When are we doing a Juicy Seal?
Yeah, it was tentatively scheduled for the past couple of weeks, but last week Frankie was busy traveling, and then this week he had another, I think it was traveling again. But he's on the schedule. We're going to try to get it done in 2 weeks, or if not next week.
Right. Well, if he's not available, we'll just do it ourselves, or we can bring in a guest. This is way too much between Juicy Seals. Anyways, if you've got any questions for the mailbag, make the letter short so we can read a grip of them, or you got musical selections where the Frankie Kazarian and I rock a delicious tan. I miss a lot of shows. And Nick Aldis, even though he's a GM of SmackDown, he's still on probation. You can send them to k100questions@gmail.com. For those of you that are new, the Juicy Seal is where we, if you're a singer, if you play an instrument, or you produce, or you support a band, or we'll critique it. Okay? So, very popular segment. We, Estilo, we always over-deliver, whether it's on our extra shows and main show or Patreon. What else is available on Patreon, Joe?
Well, you can get all the shows early and ad-free on the $15 tier. That includes the main show, Rehash Sports reviews, the bonus mailbags, and $25 tiers where you can get your monthly plug for your business, social media. You can shout anybody out that you want. You can plug anything, a merch store, whatever you got going on. And I'm now, due to popular demand, I still put up each segment, but a few people suggested, like, hey, why don't you put up the full recording for the day? So, because some people are like, oh, if I'm driving, I don't want to switch segments or whatever. So now you can get the full audio and the full video of each day recording, unedited as well. And that'll start in the $25 tier and up. So that will be there now for the folks that suggested it. But yeah, like Conan said, it's got so many years of material. Plus, we record basically it could be anywhere from 5, 6, 8 hours a week of material that you're going to get each week, uncensored and unedited. So that's what the Patreon is there for, and as well as interaction, including roundtables and live Q&As.
We've also got a very popular YouTube channel, manned by Hughley, the Irish Lush. No, I will not do your show on your birthday or any Irish national holiday. That is available on Keeping It 100 Official. Hughley, the master of clickbait. I want to thank these paid YouTube members. Thank you for your support. Parasine Moonlight, Kaka, Handsome Lee, JNCDYZKIA48, James Edward, and Sports Talk with Jose Rodriguez. So thank you guys for being YouTube members. Our YouTube subscription count, because we're trying to get that 100,000 plaque right now, is at 63,000. And our YouTube view count is at over 54 million. There's now well over 100 completely uncensored videos for YouTube members. This includes a private chat room, which means 0 bots and trolls and 0 advertisement interruptions. George manning the 1s and 2s. You can follow the show and everything that's going on at K100 on Facebook, Twitter, and IG. And we've also got JJ Claxton, Chris Mason handling our biz on TikTok. Yeah, don't stop.
I want to sex you up.
All right. What did you want to talk about?
Andrew Tate, the judge threw out a bunch of this stuff and said that this is a lot of your evidence was illegally obtained.
Right.
So like Andrew Tate's winning that thing. Okay. Number 2.
Are you an Andrew Tate fan?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I don't really follow. I follow him on Twitter. Okay,
Right.
I don't really listen to his podcast, but I see some of the things he says. Is he's got a lot of things I do disagree with, but a lot.
Yo, we're back. We back with the green. Sure. Bro, I spent. What did you want to talk about?
Andrew Tate's winning that thing. Okay. Number 2.
Are you an Andrew Tate fan?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I don't really follow. I follow him on Twitter. Okay,
Right.
I don't really listen to his podcast, but I see some of the things he says. Is he's got a lot of things I do disagree with, but a lot of things I agree with. But I like the fact that people assume guilt. That he's been tried on social media. Like people just assume it on social media. And I like this stuff to go to the courts and see what happens.
Yeah, what was the case exactly? DI? It was sex trafficking and stuff.
Sex trafficking and
why? Because he had like webcam models working out.
Yeah.
Webcam models, but then they some of them, it's like the prosecution was trying to force force people to turn on him. And like some of the people that they thought were the victims, they were trying to turn some of the women into victims. And the women were saying, we're not victims here. Right. So then that's where all this broke down. It's like they're literally saying, well, why, we're not a victim of this. And they're trying to say, well, yes, you are.
Yeah, well, they were trying to say that they were sex workers and he got arrested in Romania. And, when that left comes after you, bro, they come after you hard.
Right. So another thing.
Look at Julian Assange. Look at what he had to go through.
Because
look at what fucking Snowden had to go through. He had to move to Russia.
Yeah.
Because Trump has had such a good month. Actually, what was November 6th, December, such a good month and a half. I'm just reading just now, this dropped, that Fannie Willis got disqualified from that case that she was in.
Right.
Really?
They threw her out. Yes. Like that whole people prosecuted they just threw them off the case. So like that's another interesting thing that's just developing here. I just saw.
I'm interested to see when Tom Homan gets in. There's been the Chicago mayor and some governors have said like we're not going to allow you to deport the illegals that are here, and we're going to stand in solidarity. And Tom Homan's like, I'll just put you in jail. You're breaking the law. And I'm just interested to see if it goes to that extent where Tom Homan's literally having immigration arrest mayors and governors for not following along with these lines, or if they're going to back off from that hard line. So
we'll find
out.
We'll see. Did you guys watch Dynamite?
Yep.
All right. So this is called Holiday Bash. We should be getting the numbers about 15 minutes, I think. So as we
I
might
just looked.
Huh? Yeah, so it always comes at 4 p.m. Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
So the show started off a little bit differently than usual. Okay, they show the Death Riders walking up, and I'm sorry, I got to admit that they're not a very intimidating top faction. What visually looking when you see them. So Renee Paquette starts off with interviewing Orange Cassidy and Jay White backstage and asks if their focus is on the Death Riders or their title match at World's End because they're in the 4-way for the title at World's End, and now they're teaming with each other against the Death Riders because the Death Riders are the big heels and these guys are kind of baby faces. So White said his focus is on the AEW World Championship, but he knows he needs to make it to the pay-per-view, so he has to rely on Cassidy. And White said he's not stupid enough to rely on Hangman Page, who entered the room and said the championship is his. Okay, so he's one of the guys in the match. So, and they're all in this match together. They put the.
Let me bring up something that's very small, but I was like, "What? Where was this taped? Washington D.C., right?"
Yeah.
Okay, which is obviously cold as shit.
Mm-hmm.
So this was very weird. The very first segment, they're walking outside. It has to be cold as shit, the Death Riders. And Pac is in his trunks.
Right.
And I'm like, why is this guy in his trunks if he's in the main event? And then the next thing you see Jay White and Orange Cassidy, who's going to wrestle him in the main event. I thought maybe they might be in their gear too. But no, they were dressed regularly. I wonder if this was something they had the tape late or something. I don't know. And then
Or maybe this. Honestly,
Yeah.
has who's the guy we're talking about? These it was in his trunks. I just forgot. Have you ever seen Pac in anything beside his gear?
not really.
I don't think he's ever been on
No,
the
I
show.
don't
Something that's,
Right.
that's he walks around all the
Right.
time in his gear, like
Yeah,
Lanny
so
Poffo.
he walks outside like that.
Lanny
to his
Poffo used to
car.
do at WCW with the
Yeah.
few shows he would show up. He'd walk around in his gear all day. So Excalibur hyped Osprey versus Darby, and Darby backstage said it's showtime. Then Osprey was in another part and talked about warfare and how it would show that he's on another level. Then they showed the very exciting Continental Classic leaderboards, which looks like it doesn't look like when they show those boards with the points and everything and all that. It just reminds you of something that doesn't look very serious. It looks like a
Right.
tic-tac-toe board with sports, and you're kind of trying.
Let's get this Christmas episode started. Yes, sir. Merry Christmas. You know what I mean? I got my Shawn Michaels. Too bad Shawn Michaels didn't win his Fight for Your Right match. He get on the roster. Damn it.
Give up